Hello and welcome to the movement guide series for Quake Live. Last time we looked at half beat for VQL. This time we're going to be looking at PQL for circle jumping, strafe jumping and bunny hopping. So let's get ourselves into game. Immediately we're going to be noticing on our speedometer that 320 base movement speed, exactly what we were getting on VQL. But what we're immediately going to notice when we do just the ground acceleration, what we did as we were testing for the circle jump originally, is that we're actually getting well over 400 UPS with relative ease. That's just by pressing forward and left or forward and right and moving your mouse the respective direction. You can even get that over 500 UPS without a problem, which means more ground acceleration means we're going to have more overall UPS by the time we finish our circle jump. So normally on VQL you're looking for about 500 UPS. In PQL, you're going to be looking for about 600. If you can get around the 600 mark or 570 plus, then you're actually getting a really good start to your run immediately. So let's see how it differs. In VQL, you're going to say that we're going to be going this direction. In VQL, you're generally going to be doing a jump like this. You'll be looking around this angle before you're turning around and ending up over there. In PQL, you probably want to be turning around like that so that you're getting more time on the floor to use that ground acceleration. There you go. There's a circle jump about 580, 590 UPS. Don't worry, towards the end there are going to be some slow-mos of some of the jumps that are done here so that you guys can catch a little slower how the acceleration was acquired on the floor. It's a little bit of a long video today, so I'm going to be moving straight over now onto the strafe differences, because hopefully you guys know how to get the circle jump going on VQL. The transferable skills there are, it's very similar, you just got to do a little bit more movement on the floor before you actually jump itself. The strafe itself, well, you're not going to be doing any half beat because it does not work on these physics at all. Instead, you'd probably end up doing some kind of strange bunny hopping if you were to try. But ultimately, with strafe jumping, you're going to be accelerating faster, so you can get higher speeds. And that means that if you are going this direction, you'll find yourself stretching out a lot faster on PQL than you would on VQL as you move forward. So let's see that. Already you could tell it's a very short distance, but you're going to be moving your mouse left and right a lot further. This isn't really that much of a useful skill on PQL. What you really want to be getting the hang of is bunny hopping. A lot of people, they join a race server or even a clan arena, a PQL server, and they seem kind of mystified by the jumps that are being done. And that's because they tend to be using the forward button way too much. This is just a simple example of how to get acceleration just by holding left or right, of course, depending what direction you go, and smoothly moving the mouse around. There you go, acquired 1200 UPS over there, literally just by holding one button. There's no switching of the buttons unless you're changing direction. And there we could have a look once again, going forward, and now only gaining speed by pressing left or right, not pressing forward at any point during this. And in order to be successful with this, you've got to make sure that your mouse movements are smooth. You're not taking too sharp turns, because if you do turn too sharply, then you notice that you're going to be losing a lot of speed very quickly. And then the faster you are going, the smoother you want that turn to be in the end, so that you can keep getting accelerations. And that is actually more or less it for this episode. Of course, if you've got any questions, please leave comments in the YouTube box below. I'm going to be taking you through now a couple of montages of some cool things with PQL that you can do. Next episode is going to be all about rocket jumping, so I know we're going to be going back to basics as well. Hopefully it's going to stop a couple of people using any rocket jumping scripts. Anyway, take care, I'll see you next episode.